We're back here. Guardians franchise, game number 9 of the season. We will be seeing Kyle Hendricks today for the Angels. We lead the series 2-0. Luis Ortiz will be taking the mound for us. His 3.6 ERA, much better than in real life. Let's get down to Angel Stadium. This series going also much different than how it did for the Guardians in real life. Angels 3-5, us 8-0. One of these days I am going to check out what the broadcast style stuff is. You sure? Okay, we were. He's pitching for us. Quan, Aram, Los is batting third. He's DHing today. And Thomas 4. Anzo at 5. Donk at 6. Arias at 7. Austin Hedges catching today. And then Rocchio batting 9th. There has not been a junk donk yet. Big Christmas has not hit a home run today. We could get a big lead. We might get Quan a break. We have somebody. We got Nolan Jones out there. And even Rodriguez who could play left field. And Daniel Schneemann possibly give Arias a day. A half day. Going into the day off tomorrow. Let's get down to Angel Stadium though.
Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. Today, the finale of this 3-game weekend set. It's the Cleveland Guardians and the Los Angeles Angels. Today's focus is on a bullpen that's been tremendous recently. From the setup arms to the closers, this group literally changes outcomes of games, Singy.
It's been incredible to watch, Boog, and once the starters hand over the ball, it's been practically game over for the opposition. That bullpen will likely play a major role in this one today, too.
And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. So just about set. Our starting pitcher in this one, Kyle Hendricks. Not the best results a year ago, looking for better this season, Chris.
Yeah, and I think this guy understands that if he doesn't make quicker adjustments and show improvement, that the patience that his manager has will not last as long as it did last year. So we'll see if he can get off to a great start. Perhaps the work that he did in the offseason will show good results early on, but he's got to get out of the gates going strong, or else he may find himself in the bullpen or back in the minor leagues.
Steven Kwan leading things off and takes a strike. Next offering is fouled back. On the ground. And foul ball.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Hendricks delivers. Going to count 1 and 2.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
1 up, 1 down. Here's the Guardians lineup now. A really frustrating showing for them in their last game. Lots of traffic on the bases, but they left a ton of runners on base. Couldn't cash in their chances, Chris.
They had plenty of chances. There's nobody to blame it on but themselves offensively. They just did a poor job converting in those situations. You have to figure out what's your plan going to be. Maybe watch some tape from the last game. Make the adjustment. So if you get those opportunities in this one, you've got a much better chance of scoring some runs.
And that one hit to first, but that rolls foul. Ramirez with a homer in his last game. Here comes the 0-1. Line drive, base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away. And now it's the switch hitter, Carlos Santana, with 3 hits on the series and 1 of them a homer. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. Hendricks, a 6'3" righty, 35 years old, and he was drafted in the 8th round back in 2011. Comes up empty.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Gets a piece and stays alive.
Ball.
Squirts away a little bit. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. And that forces the runner to hold on at second. 2 on with 1 away. 2 on, 1 out. Here comes Lane Thomas. Now it's belted deep to left. Way out of here. Home run. And now they're out in front. It's 3-0. He ambushed him right there, Siggy.
Yeah, swinging on that first pitch, and I think losing 1 over the fence is exactly what he had in mind as well. Well, he went up there 0-0 looking to do damage. I think he had his sights set on that pitch. He went and got it and circled the bases.
One down. And up next for Cleveland, Kyle Manzardo. Now he steps out as time is granted. This one smoked on its way out of here. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. It's 4-0. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back. Back-to-back homers, always a special feeling at the ballpark, especially if it's your team that does it and those guys get to slap hands at home plate. This is the kind of thing that can really fire up a ball club.
1 out, base is empty. Jhonkensy Noel now at the plate. Line drive ripped down the left side towards the left field corner.
That play looks routine defensively, but with all of the little nooks, it can get real tricky down in the corner. Kept it to a long single. Nice defensive play.
Man at first with one gone. Gabriel Arias getting ready to hit. Hit on the ground to the right side. And it stays fair. And they'll have runners at the corners after a one-out single.
Batting 8th, catcher Austin Hedges.
Runners at the corners here, one away. Hedges digs in now. Swings through that one for strike one.
Well, it's not the inning he was planning on to begin this start, but you've got to find a way to shake things off and give your team some length and put up some zeros.
That's a ball.
In the dirt. Nice job behind the plate there. On the ground, could be two. Fires across the diamond. Out number 2, and another run comes in.
Batting 9th, shortstop Ryan Rocchio.
Now the Angels manager is out of the dugout, and he'll make a move to the pen. Kyle Hendricks gives way, and he's responsible for the runner on second, so the book isn't closed on him yet. We'll be right back.
Now pitching for the
Tyler
Angels,
Anderson gets the ball now.
number
I
31.
think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
Here's Brian Rocchio. Line drive, and that's a base hit out into center field. Here's the throw to the plate. It's offline. The run comes in. Stephen Kwan digs in for the Guardians. He's 0 for 1. That one
Counts
not
1-0.
close. And that is ball 1. Line drive. Grabs it on the run. And that is that. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now a 6-0 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Back here with my pal Singy. Today's starting pitcher, Luis Ortiz. Chris, what are you looking for from him?
Yeah, very respectable numbers last year, a sub-350 ERA, and you know, guys like that, you may think, well, they're elite pitchers that are pitching sub-2s, they're dominating, but when you can have that kind of consistency, you know you have a chance to win the ball game every time he takes the mound. So, you know, good season last year, opportunity for him to go out there and repeat it this year, possibly even improve. But I tell you what, if this guy's pitching for me and I'm playing in the outfield, I'm loving every minute of it.
Pitch misses there, and that's ball 1.
This is a batter who clearly performs better in day games. I don't know why, but his numbers generally back it up.
Called strike 3 and a fastball up in the zone. Now the number 2 hitter, Nolan Shotwell. 2 for 8 in the series so far. Ball 1 there.
1-0.
1 out, bases empty. Pitch
That's it.
misses.
Ball 2.
And that's ball 2. Foul ball.
Aye.
Lined, and that's a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. And now batting, Mike Trout. That's in there, and it's 0-1. Swings through that one for strike 2.
0-2 is the count.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Pulled the string on the changeup. Jorge Soler up at the plate. Hitless in the series so far. He's 0 for 7. There's a strike. 95 of that one. Shanuel off of first with 2 away. And a swing and a miss.
He finds himself in a tough situation early. Just got to try to simplify it. Take a knock the other way if you can.
Got him looking. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. Angels leave one. Still up against a 6-0 deficit. Back in Anaheim, all set for the start of the inning. Stepping up for the Guardians, Jose
I am
Ramirez.
muted.
All around, I think if you asked anyone in this organization who's the best hitter in the lineup, they would say
I was
him.
muted the whole first inning. Excellent.
Anderson
Oops.
back to work. Anderson, multi-time All-Star.
As J-Ram goes around, I was muted for the whole 6-run first inning.
A sinker, and he works in a slider.
As J-Ram rips this one, but
And
foul.
Foul ball.
We chased Kyle Hendricks, the starter, early with 2 home runs and 6 runs total, all of which were
Just
credited
off
to
the
him.
outside part of the plate.
He only recorded 1 out. 1 and 2 J-Ram. J-Ram hits this up the middle, bounces off the pitcher's mound. That gets
The
through.
leadoff man aboard.
Leadoff man on. As
Now batting.
day of bullying the Angels staff.
Carlos Santana, 1 for 1 with a single so far.
Santana finds
That's a
a
base
gap,
hit.
and that's another base hit. There's on
Throw
first
back
and
in
second.
quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
No one out.
Consecutive base hits for this team. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front.
Now
and
Lane
ripped it
Thomas.
into the outfield for the base hit.
I
Those
wish.
feel great.
Here's Lane Thomas.
Lane Thomas,
He's
who
already homered here in this
homered
one.
in the first one. I'm holding to show you where the pitch location was. I can't,
Now he
though.
steps out of the box.
So
as
let's
he
go
asks
see where the location was. There. Right there. Both of the home runs Kyle Hendricks gave up right over the part of the plate, and they went a long shut down the water for both. Yeah. Long
for
way.
time.
As Tyler Anderson already getting a little tired.
And a first pitch
Strike
fastball
one.
is in for a strike.
Yeah, that's you see why those were 2 home runs. 0-1 to Lane.
Ground
He
ball
early
left
on that
side.
circle change,
That's
foul it off.
just foul.
Anderson, 4-seamer, circle change, cutter, sinker, and a slider.
And
Another
the
foul
ball,
off.
he stays alive.
0-2.
The 0-2. Just missed.
Yours is fine. That's good. That's 1 and 2. Yes.
The other way. Takes it in for the out.
Good
It's never
play
fun to go
by
back
the
to
first
dugout
baseman.
after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact,
Yeah, it
you
is
feel
true.
like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not
Now
everything is in your
Manzardo,
control.
he hit the other home run.
And a foul
That
ball.
early on that's chopped over to the Guardians dugout. Manzo came over in a trade from Tampa back in 2023, and it's paid off in spades, both in real life and in video game land. And
Snags it
runners are
for
going to have to
the
retreat.
second out.
2 away.
Now that is
John Kenzie
Now
Noel
John Kenzie
digs in
Noel.
for
He's
the
batting. He's up
Guardians.
to.
1 for 1 with
Yeah.
a single
Oh yeah.
and a run
Things are
scored
going
so
good.
far. Not close
Donk
with
looks
that
at ball 1.
And it's 1-0.
Yeah, things are going good.
The lead runner at second, Santana at first, 2 out of the inning.
1-0.
That
Fouled
one
that
fouled
off. Almost a mistake. We were just early on that. Donk hits this hard on a line that does
Drive
drop.
towards left field. That's a base hit.
Base hit, and
Ramirez
Los is going
in
to
to
retreat,
score.
but
And
J-Ram
they're pulling away up by 7
finds
now.
a way.
He was all over that one. When you can turn a ball
And
around at 107 off the bat, it's gonna make you
things
feel really good
might
inside.
be
If he
changing
elevates
for
that
Big
a little bit
Christmas.
more, it's definitely out of here.
Now
So
Arias.
2 down. Now it's the second baseman, Gabriel Arias. First
That pitch
pitch, and he
misses
just
wide.
misses. Traffic on the bases with 1 already in here at the top of the second. Next offering popped in the
Pop
air, right
up,
field.
and
He's there. He's
oh
got
god,
it.
yeah, no, that would do it.
1 run in the inning, but they leave 2. Down to the bottom of the second.
As
It's the Guardians.
Just
7,
the bullying of the Angels staff today. Go to the bottom of the second, up 7-0.
And we're back. And here
This is the day where I'd like, as the catcher Logan O'Hoppe stands in.
Knee high,
Hoppy
that's in
looks
for
at
a
strike 1.
This is one of those times when you want to be aggressive.
Cruelty
go ahead
live
and
on
pitch to
air.
contact. Let the
Logan
defense work
O'Hoppe has
behind
been
you.
one of the
You've got a nice
better
comfortable
players
lead.
for the
Don't
Angels
try to
this
be too
series.
fine.
He's scored runs in both of the games. Dave Lawrence called another strike for us.
Good umpire, Boog.
0-2.
Very fair, very consistent. Now, I did hear
And
some feedback
fouled
that
off
he
into the
opens up
net.
outside corner a little bit on left-handed hitters, which, you know, for me, I'd be kind of salty. So maybe something to keep an eye on and see
0-2.
if that factors into this one at all.
And struck him out.
That's 3 straight strikeouts.
3 straight
No, he's
for
really dialed in, and this offense is gonna
Ortiz.
have to do something to try to break that rhythm. Maybe it's square around the bunt, step out of the box, agitate.
And
a little bit,
he's a
do
good
something
getting him
to
out is big
change
because like I said,
what's
O'Hoppe
happening
has been
right
very
now,
good.
because at this pace,
Now
it's gonna be a
Moncada.
long game, so you got to figure it out quickly.
Yohan Moncada in the box now.
Chooses
No
to
balls and a
knock.
strike.
This could be a mistake. 0-1.
Out to
Well,
short.
Rocchio able to get there, makes the
Angels
play,
at
and
first. 2 up, 2 down.
2 up, 2 down.
2 outs, bases
Now it's to
empty.
Taylor Ward.
And next for the Angels, Taylor Ward. Gets the outside corner with that one. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
Swing through the
This guy's
cutter,
not
and we're
wasting any
looking
pitches. Hitters gotta get into swing mode.
at
This is
out
a
number
good time to
3
expand the
here.
zone. Throw something maybe down in the dirt.
Out.
Swing and a ground ball.
I have to work a little bit more.
And foul ball. 2 outs, base is empty.
That's fouled off. Right. 0-2.
Backs and misses.
Swing,
It's a strikeout.
miss. Strikeout 5 for
Angels gonna have
Ortiz.
1-2-3. They continue
Yeah, with how we've been pitching at
7-0.
points, it's good. And this is a game I would like Ortiz to go at least 6. The score line that it is, I would like to see Ortiz get a good showing.
Welcome back. Let's take a look at how the series has played out so far.
I'm going to try and just give as much of our pen a break. Having tomorrow off, as now Austin Hedges stands in. He's 0 for 1.
Out to short.
He's going to go 0 for 2.
Slings to first. Leadoff man retired here in the third. Brian Rocchio.
Now it's
will hit
Rocchio.
next. RBI single.
Yeah.
His last time up.
And some of it's just been to the Angels' pen. as
Hard hit, right side.
right to Shanawell.
Steps on the bag.
And that
First
is
two
out
batters
number
retired
2
here in the top of the third.
for Anderson.
So the lineup flips over. Stephen Kwan
Now
digs
Kwan.
in for the Guardians. That misses.
0-1. It's payback for the fact that
That one missed.
every
Get ahead in the count. There's no doubt that
almost
the success
between
rate
every
goes
pitch
up.
or every
That's
other
what he's been
pitch,
doing. It's made
the
a big
PA
impact
announcer
for him in recent years.
Deo with the good old Deo chant. Every pitch. 2-0.
Next offer
Called
in there
strike.
for a strike. And a count 2-1.
Wow, we went 2 pitches in a row without hearing it.
Line to
Kwan
left.
goes to left. This is dropped. This could be 2 as it goes over the diving outfielder. Kwan gonna turn for 3,
As he rounds second.
and he's safe.
He's safe.
A triple
Well, we
for
call that an advantage
Stephen
now for a
Kwan.
reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the
As
opposite way.
went
Didn't
opposite
get jumping,
field
didn't try to
over
pull
the
ball,
outstretched glove of
let
the
it
left
get
fielder.
deep, took the barrel right to it and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Here's Jose Ramirez.
Yeah, Kwan not the
He's
fastest,
2 for 2.
surprisingly. J-Ram now, 2 for 2.
And
That
one
misses low.
cutting but missing down low.
Base hit for J-Ram.
Base hit, knocks
J-Ram
it
only going to get a single. That ball was moving a little too fast. 8-0.
2 outs.
Here in
runner
2
first.
innings.
Now a chance for Carlos Santana.
Now Los. Outside. Ball 1.
Ramirez, the runner at first with 2 gone.
This is almost getting to what we did to the
Play off to the right.
Oakland Athletics at the beginning of last season.
Try to go again with the fastball slightly elevated. He just
As
had a hard time catching up.
Anderson getting worn down. This is going to be another base hit. J-Ram's going to move up to second,
They
and
stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2
Now
outs.
batting.
it gets uglier and
Thomas
uglier.
now, he's already homered in this game.
In there, strike 1.
Strike 1.
0-1's the count.
Lane Thomas, 3-run shot in the first to get scoring started,
And that is
and
outplayed.
foul that off. 0-2. Angels looking to finally get out of this inning.
That one outside.
Not on that pitch.
And it's 1-2. First and
Anderson
second,
thrown
2 down.
34.
Here in the
This will be
third
pitched
and final
35.
game of the series. Got him.
And we went
Lawrence
through.
Rings him up. They get a run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on. We move on to the bottom of inning number
That was a good
3.
pitch.
Guardians 8.
He kept
and
moving.
Angels nothing. Back at the ballpark, and in this series, it has been lights out on the mound as we take a check of the numbers.
Now Mickey Moniak coming in, standing in. Have a good one, Evo. Thanks for stopping by. We'll see you later, bud. Oh, Moniak standing in.
And
he looks at called strike 1.
Swing and a miss.
Wings
There's
through,
that
strike
changeup.
2.
0-2's the count.
0-2.
On the ground to the left.
Foul.
And it goes just
As
foul.
the Angels do have more guys warming up in the pen. Hat's fouled back into the camera well. 0-2.
Swing and
Time to
miss.
swing through the
Struck
circle
him
change,
out.
and
So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game.
Now, this pitching staff has been merciless against him in this one. I mean, he struck out 6 times in this series, and we've seen no
now
adjustment out of him
Ortiz
so
to
far.
just keep this moving.
Now it's going to be Zach Neto.
0-1.
30 minutes through, we're not even through 3 full.
The shortstop
That misses.
takes the ball.
Neto 0 for 3 last game with a sac fly. That's going to be ball 2. Well, 3.
Now 3-1.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline.
That hit
He's in the driver's
Manzo
seat with a
gobbles it
3-1
up,
count.
and
And he handles
we
it himself for the out.
step on the base and end the 3rd. No, we don't end the 3rd. We have one more out still.
And now it's the switch hitting second baseman.
Luis Rengifo.
Luis Rengifo went down on strikes his first time through.
Got called out on strikes the first time, and
Just
looks at ball
missed.
1 there.
Next
And
offer, he's
strike
in
1.
for a strike.
That hit
Ground out
Rocchio.
to short.
So,
Rocchio
field it,
fires
make the
first on the
throw
run.
in time,
Nicely done for the out.
and ends the
Angels are
inning.
gone in
Manzo,
order. Still
Noel Arias.
It's a bit of a blowout now, which gives us a bit more freedom here in the booth.
I'm not sure that's a good thing.
All right, Singy, when you played, how
As-
much of a fashionista were you? Would you come to the ballpark dressed to the nines?
Or the late inning blowout material
Trips, I was
has made its
pretty
way into the
average. There were
4th.
some guys that would dial it up, and there'd be some outfits where you're kind of double taking and saying
Manzo
"Where in the
fouls
world
this
are you
off.
going?" But overall, I'd say I kept it low key.
Still seeing Tyler Anderson. He's getting close to pitch 40.
Swinging a
That was
foul straight
38 right
back.
there.
Yeah, you see some guys into the fashion nowadays and big on the gram, as the kids like to say. Post
Eek.
their fits, right?
This
That's what you say?
Manzo gonna find. He's gonna have to
Your
stop.
outfit, your fit.
No, Manzo is gonna go.
Yeah, believe it. And it gets by him. And he'll pull into second safely.
Evo's is Evo's chat.
Things not going so well.
Now batting. Right
It might be glitched. 'Cause it's not a dot,
So man aboard.
not a red
Kenzie
dot, and now
Noel.
on
Now
Kenzie
the plate.
Noel, as that was a double for Manzo. Misplay
And first
by
offering is
Trout
fouled
and
off.
fouled off
You
into
know,
the
these Guardians
Angels dugout.
really producing with runners on. It's been a right place, right time.
Yeah, that's a
game for
glitch.
them. They put a bunch of runs on the board, thanks in large part to
Pitch
four Angel
41.
runners in scoring position.
This hit.
Hammered
Another
down the
base
line.
hit for
Could
Jonk.
be extra bases. Coming
Donk
home.
not gonna be able to round for
And it's
2.
an
And
RBI single.
RBI
And
single
now
is
lead
John
by
Kenzie
9.
Noel.
Two consecutive
3
base hits for these guys
for
here.
3
Got one down
today.
the line and kept it fair, and even when you hit it that far out
Having
front,
himself
you
a
still
day.
have to keep your hands tight to your body so you don't hook around that baseball and put it in
Al
foul
Anderson
territory. And that
or
right there was
Arias.
Next to hit,
Gabriel Arias back up
into
the middle. That's a
outfield
base hit.
And now two aboard.
As Austin Hedges is the only man without a base hit, and he is standing in now.
Austin Hedges now. Swing and a high fly ball right field. Moniak.
Mickey Moniak there makes the throw, holds Junk up. Holds Junk up. Good play by Moniak, and now Rocchio.
The energy he brings just from his playmaking abilities.
He's 1 for 2.
So in now for Cleveland, Brian Rocchio. And it's
Fouls
fouled
that off. Anderson hoping to probably get out of this inning.
Here comes a pitch. Tap foul.
Foul that
to plate.
off. 0-2.
Foul ball
That's another
still
foul off.
0-2.
Stays 0-2. Did you end up beating the White Sox today, by the way, Jordan? Get a sweep of the Sox.
2 on, 1 out.
That's a ball.
And
This one
a
in
good
the
block
dirt.
by O'Hoppe. 0-2
And a 1-2.
for 1-2. This lifted. Belted. Caught.
Ward squeezes
Noel
it.
gonna
Tag
try.
and
He
the
is
throw's
safe.
offline,
Throw is
safe at
offline.
third.
Ward just couldn't keep the throw online.
So
And
the Guardians lineup
now
turns over.
Kwan.
Stephen Kwan
Had a
digs
triple
in for the
earlier.
Guardians. 1 for
Had a triple,
3.
last inning.
That
He
one
dives
is
out of the way
good.
of that. and
Straighten him up a little bit.
1-0.
1-0.
2 on, 2 outs.
Juan hit a home run yesterday. Pitch 50 is going to be fouled off. 2 away here. We have put up 1 run here in this inning.
Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third.
Juan grounds to second. And that will get Anderson out of the inning.
And they limit the damage. 2 men left stranded, but they
The Angels not close. Shawnuel.
And the Angels nothing.
Shawnuel, Trout, Soler due up.
Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Hey, we made news and notes winning 8 straight, looking for 9. Be a epic collapse here. Shawnuel, he's 1 for 1. He's the lone Angels hit. Ball 1.
Just missed.
You know, these Angels just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases that are turning into a
Not really where I wanted that.
Turn that around and stay within the zone. We'll
1-1,
see,
try and
but I
get
think
this.
they have to.
Inside, he fouled that off. So it goes to 1-2.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
Stays 1-2.
And the
2-2.
just misses. And now it's filled up.
He should
3-2,
get a
full
pretty
count.
Good pitch to hit here with 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
Swing and a miss.
Get Shawnuel out after
Strikeout number 7.
some
Just
mistakes.
absolutely rolling on the mound. He's looking very much.
Now
on
it's
his
Mike
game.
Trout,
Really
1 for
wants to
6.
improve.
Lots of
Fully on the
walks.
attack with these hitters.
That's 7 strikeouts.
And
already.
Trout gets a
So
hit.
he's got a good pace going.
Gonna get a
No
dough.
doubt.
Lane Thomas able to cut
And
that
they had
off.
their first hit since
But
the first
because
inning.
of
Safely into second, he's got a double.
his momentum, he wasn't able to turn and make that throw. Trout is on
Jorge
second.
Soler getting ready to hit. He was a strikeout victim his first time.
And
runner takes off.
defensive indifference, defensive stupidity. I don't know what.
And the 1-0. And another ball.
That misses high.
Usually a high level of confidence when you're facing a young pitcher out there. on
That's
the
fouled
mound.
off.
In this
2-1.
situation, Ahead 2-0. He's put himself in a
Trout's
really
made his
good
way to
spot.
third. Because there goes that man.
That's strike 2.
2-2.
In
And
here, center
Soler
field.
hits it. Thomas underneath it.
He's got it. Runner tags for home.
Throws Rocchio. Rocchio turns, throws, not in
In
time.
that situation, you're looking to get something up in the zone that you can put in the air. Worst case scenario.
Mike Trout does
sacrifice
score
fly to drive
on
in
the
that
Jorge
runner for third.
Soler back
Logan
fly.
O'Hoppe, the next to hit for the
Now
Angels.
O'Hoppe.
Struck out looking his first time. And ball 1.
He didn't want to give up that run, but he did. Got the fly ball, sack fly out. Now it's time to attack these other guys. Get your team back in the dugout.
Noel
Cut on and lifted
getting on his horse, and he's going to get us out of the inning.
Hauls it in to end the inning.
It is a 9-1 game off the Mike Trout double
We're headed to the 5th.
and stolen
It's the
base due to
Guardians 9 and the
defensive
Angels 1.
stupidity and indifference.
Now pitching for
Now
And there's a new
Chase
arm on the mound to start
Silseth.
the 5th. Chase Silseth.
And he comes on here for the first time this season, and I'm sure there's some nerves involved in that.
only
so
2
we'll see
innings,
how he settles
2
in.
games in 2024. His first time this year. J Ram 3 for 3, looking for 4 for 4.
3 for 3 with 3 singles.
3 singles.
That misses.
1-0.
1-0.
High.
You know, these Guardians doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. Double-digit hits, and they've done a
Yes.
great job of avoiding the strikeout. Only
To
one
center,
so far,
Moniak
which tells you a lot.
underneath it, and
Moniak makes the catch. And there's one down.
J Ram gets sat down. Now
Is
Santana
in for the Guardians.
also 3 for 3. Fouls that
Foul ball
off.
there.
Silseth got 5 pitches, 4-seamer, slider, splitter,
Top of the 5th.
sinker, and a cutter. Strike 2.
Pen down there. Number 57, the left-hander, up and throwing.
0-2. This also to center field off kind of the end of the bat. Moniak underneath that one. That's 2 outs.
2 down.
This has been the best Angels inning so far. Now Lane Thomas.
Empty. Here's the center fielder, Lane Thomas.
Dulceth having
And first offering is fouled off.
good little showing here through a 2/3 of an inning.
Swing and a
Good
miss.
slider.
He has a tendency to chase out of the zone, and that slider
0-2.
that's down, that's one of his money pitches to get that swing and miss.
One ball.
And the next
1 and
pitch is
2.
way outside.
0-2 pitch that far out of the zone gives the hitter a little confidence that maybe he can climb back into this at bat.
This
Up the middle.
slow
Finds his
roller
way
base hit
through
for Lane
base
Thomas.
hit. And that keeps the inning going.
Keeps the inning going, and
Look, I don't think that pitch would have been called a strike, but he did such a nice job of pulling his hands tight to the body and just getting enough of the barrel on it to be hard enough back up the middle for a knock.
Manzardo in the box with 2 gone and takes a look at a called strike. That clips the corner.
0-2. Because I'm trying to get Lane Thomas to run and well throw over.
Next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
Back over to first.
And
this time he gets him.
they got him. I'm okay with it.
For the inning. No run. Welcome back. As we
It's Kyle Hendricks. There you go.
pitchers have fared so far.
2/3 of an inning. 6 earned runs. Ortiz has gone 4. I definitely want to go 5. We'll see how he's doing after the 5th here. Getting through Moncada would be huge.
Ortiz back to work. In there at the knees.
Strike 1.
It's 0-1.
You know, these Angels, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They've been
Strike
chasing
2,
pitches
Moncada
outside
doesn't
the
want to
zone
get
all
that off the
game, and
shoulder
it's led to
there.
Some frustrating moments. They've been fooled
0-2.
quite a bit today.
And misses inside.
1 and 2 to count.
Popped up.
Swing and it's
Austin
popped
Hedges.
straight up. Catcher tosses the mask, settles under it.
And out number 1. Huge out number 1.
Now batting.
Best hitter we will see here.
The next to hit
Now
the
Taylor
Angels.
Ward. That's
He
fouled
swings
off.
and fouls one off.
The offense needs to start showing some fight against this starter. He's doing his thing out there. They're going to have to push back at some point and make him work a little
Called
bit
strike
And
by
that
the
one
ump.
clips the corner. Close, but called
Nope.
ball.
That's
Now
ball.
1 and 2.
1 and
The
2.
Halos with a lot of ground to make up. Last
Halos
half of
down
inning
8.
number 5.
Last half of the 5th. 1 away already.
To
That-
the right side, and it kicks off the bag.
Uh,
And he can't get
Manzo
with
never picked it up.
First, no play.
Safe
Yeah,
at
they
first.
scored
Taylor
this.
Ward.
1 gone, runner at first.
1 gone.
And the batter now, Mickey
Moniak tattoos this one,
Swinging
but
a foul
foul.
out of play. Man at first, 1 away.
Base hit.
Line drive, base hit.
Noel gonna still get the throw, hold the runner.
They
J
get it
Ram, who
quickly. So first and second.
First and second now.
So in now for the Angels.
now
Neto.
Zach Neto.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
That's
Next
fouled
offering
off.
is
1 and
fouled
1.
back. 2 on, 1 out. Swing
1 and 2.
miss.
Clearly, he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the
That's
slider.
fouled off.
Hey, you can't fault
As
him
this
for
will
his
be.
commitment. Now he's just
We are gonna start getting somebody up. It's been a minute since we've seen Jake Junis, so he's the only reliever right now until you get to Hunter Gaddis that isn't tired.
going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
That one the other way.
And this
Right there.
could be a base hit.
The throw in.
It is. Could score a run, and it does.
And it's 9-2.
Angels now down 9-2.
Strikes, but found a way. That was maybe even a little off
Now
the
it's
plate,
Rengifo.
but no problem getting the barrel to it. Man, he does
Strike
such a
1.
nice job, and that's what you're supposed to do with the pitch in that location. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing.
Line drive.
As Rocchio able to catch that and
swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't
lined
produce a
right
hit,
to him,
but
and
he
now
made
it's Shonwell.
solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
Shonwell, the next to hit,
1-0.
takes ball one. And that
1-1.
one is in for a strike. Good pitch. Moniak, the runner at third. Neto on at first with 2 down.
2-1.
Some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
Just
3-1.
missed.
A rare 3-ball count here. He's been throwing strikes all day. Got to be ready to hit if you're in the box.
And that'll look
Hell, yeah.
A little loss of focus on the mound right there.
This could be a problem.
Gifted him first base with a quick free
Junis
pass.
not quite ready.
Here's Mike Trout. And that one missing low.
Ball 1. Ball 2.
Pressure's on right here. 2-0 count, bases loaded. You don't want to fall to a 3-ball
1.
count and then walk in a run. He's got to challenge the hitter right here.
Next
3 and
pitch is
1.
outside. That one in there to Mike Trout.
Just a really nice slider down and in there. He wants to get the hitter thinking fastball, speed him up, and just...
Now this one's well hit. Way back there. On its way out of here. Grand slam.
As this is now a 9-6 game.
His second of the year, and they slice
As we did that to ourselves.
into the lead. It's 9-6.
We kept Ortiz in way too long. Trout
His swing just
Nuke.
sounds different.
Manager out of the dugout now, and he will make a move to dip into the Guardians bullpen. Luis Ortiz done for the afternoon, and it's going to be a start that he'd like to get a redo on. Not his best. Back with the new arm in a minute.
And
Pitching change
we
here.
went from a game where we were blowing these guys out.
Game left, and this game could go either way. So this is a big opportunity for him to get some important outs and try to help carry this lead into the later innings.
Soler now at the plate as he swings through strike one. Right through there for a strike.
Well, no base hits in the series for him so far, and it's clearly been a rough one. You just hope he's not pressing too hard because that just compounds things. It makes the
Fouled
slump
off.
even longer. Never seems to help. Never helped me.
That's also fouled off. The 0-2.
Down, nobody on. That one just
misses. Base hit.
Into center
Angels
base.
finding something.
And that keeps the inning alive.
Keeps the inning alive, and now it's O'Hoppe.
The next to hit for the Angels. Close one.
Ball
Doesn't
1,
get the
come on
call.
up.
And that's ball 1. That's a strike.
1-1.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Next pitch downstairs.
1-2 was we are just losing
2 balls, 1
the
strike.
zone entirely. 2-1.
And there's a
That's
ball.
3 balls, 1 strike.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
As we walk O'Hoppe,
Not what he wanted
as
to
we've
do
just
there.
lost the zone, and the Angels all of a sudden
Gives
have
his
like
offense
just
a
God
good
tier
chance to cut
eye.
into their deficit.
Moncada in
Strike
box
1.
again.
You sure, Blue?
Takes a strike.
That's fouled off. 0-2.
2 outs. Couple of base runners at first and second. And down
We
on
finally get
strikes
out of
he
the
goes.
inning.
Ends the inning after they racked up
Mike
a
Trout
bunch of
grand
runs.
slam, though.
But not before they're able to draw closer with this blast. It's now a 9-6 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back here at
Now it's
Angel Stadium,
Manzardo.
New inning getting started.
Bill
So in now for
Silseth.
Cleveland, Kyle Manzardo. First pitch
The
doesn't
top of
find
the-
the zone.
This is a
Ball 1,
very
no strike.
important inning here. After scoring all those runs, you want your pitcher to come out and just mow them down. The offense has worked hard. It's shut down inning time.
Foul. Trout's not even going to chase it. 1-1.
And a swing and a miss.
Oh,
There's
good
that
sliders.
action in the
McDaniels and Hans Kraus warming up.
and throwing.
This game has gotten close. Man, Manzo gets one back for us.
That one back, that one on its way, and it's gone.
447 feet.
Another homer. His
113.
second home run of the game. It's
Goodbye.
10-6. That was blasted.
Absolutely, no doubt off the bat.
Fucking Sandy Alomar looks confused.
That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
And over Mike Trout's head.
And up next for Cleveland, John Kenzie Noel.
That was big. Now Jonk. 3 for 3. He's about to go 3 for 4. What a play.
Over to first. It's there, and that's a great play. Singy, it was tough to tell in live action if the ball actually beat it.
Screw it. We're challenging it.
They want some time to review it.
Yeah, we'll get another look.
We're challenging it for Jonk.
And, you know, they called him out on the field, but it just might be worth the challenge. And they'll have to see clear evidence the other way to overturn this thing.
Here's one more look, Singy. You think they're going to overturn it? I kinda
Jonk's
do.
safe.
Yeah, I think there's a good chance as well. I mean, the
Jonk
more I
is
look at these
safe.
different angles, the more I'm becoming convinced that he actually beat the throw. So it's turning out to be a pretty good challenge.
The decision's been made, and he's safe. So they overturn the call, and they get it right by taking a chance with a challenge.
Now
Man
Arias.
at first, nobody out. Stepping up for the Guardians, Gabriel Arias. On
Strike
the
one.
corner for a strike. 0-1.
0-1's the count.
That one
Arias
got
rips that
wide,
foul.
And foul ball.
0-2. Good hustle by Jonk to beat that out.
Swing.
And Arias strikes out. The first strikeout we have of the day.
Out in front, which isn't easy to do against
Now
a
it's
hitter
Austin
like
Hedges.
who's known for using the entire field.
Yeah, another
Just
one of the
couldn't
very
sit
few
back
guys on
long
this team
enough
that
on
doesn't have a home run this season.
Hedges now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there.
0 for 3 today. One of the few guys that doesn't have a hit today.
Out of the hand or if he was sitting off speed.
That's
That
the third.
bounced third
And
foul.
that's just foul. Oh, right to the
And
back.
Jonk is going to be able to make it to second.
Noel into scoring
Oh, it's not even
position on the
guaranteed
wild
rate field
pitch.
anymore?
And there goes the double play
And
possibility.
that ends the double play, thankfully, considering Hedges is Austin Hedges.
So, good job on the bases to move up on the wild pitch.
And
Changes
foul off the
the
splitter.
outlook of the inning in a pretty big way.
N6 here.
The 1-2. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout.
Now it's Rocchio.
Brian Rocchio digs in for the Guardians.
Angels drew close on a Mike Trout grand slam.
To the
And
right
then
side.
that's going to not be a base hit. What a
Over to
play.
first. They limit the damage here.
Manzo, though, gets
Solo shot
one
the
back
Guardians
for
this
us.
inning. It's now a 4-1
Yeah, I
game
did not know that.
10-6. You're watching Major League. And welcome
Now
back
it's
to the
Taylor
ballpark.
Ward.
Now the left fielder, Taylor Ward. That one catches
Strike
the zone.
one.
That's strike one. Got the
Strike
bat
two.
going too soon,
And really,
strike
like,
two.
No balls.
we
two
just
strikes.
lost it with Ortiz there in the fifth, and I kept him in probably longer than I should have and sat down Taylor Ward.
Catch up to the heater.
Came inside with that two-strike fastball.
It burnt us with a Mike Trout nuke. Now Mickey Moniak.
Catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working
Off the plate,
inside with two
ball one.
strikes
Off the plate, ball
because
one.
they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right
That's
there.
fouled off 1-1. Petition to change Bridgestone Stadium to field. Just field. I'd sign that. And strike out Moniak.
Came out.
Junis
K is his third of the game.
doing all right. Now Zach Neto.
Digs in now.
And RBI back in the
Talk about
fifth.
a guy that has all the
With
skill.
Park.
The range is really good, but the arm just stands out, and he makes all the plays. In there at the
Strike
knees.
one.
And because of that big power arm, he's able to play a little bit deeper, make
0-1.
throws from the outfield grass all the way across the diamond.
0-2 to
and
Zach
still be a
Neto.
Pretty good runner.
No ball,
That's
2
impressive.
strikes.
2 down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 6th. Make it
And
4
a call.
strikeouts in a row, just cruising along.
Oh, it's been terrible all weekend.
As the lead holds. at
And
10-6.
I hope to God it's only I've only heard it here at because it's Halos.
Top of inning number
It has
7.
been the
Here's
most
Cleveland
frustrating
leadoff
thing.
hitter, Stephen Kwan.
Quan 1 for 4 with a triple. We still see Silseth here, top of the 7th. It's been so irritating. It's been almost every pitch. Been even worse is
Swing and a
this.
drive, deep right
Going to
field.
right field. Trout diving, can't get it. Ground rule
That's an
double.
automatic double.
It's almost every
Really
pitch.
nice about getting yourself
It's
an
if not every
automatic
pitch,
double
it's every
like
other
that. You
pitch.
get to stroll into second base without having to worry about a throw or getting your
Yeah, it is
uniform
actually
dirty.
Deo.
Now you're looking for the
Yeah,
next guy to kind of do the same thing.
Now
Maybe
J.
put him in
Ram.
the gap so you can jog home as well.
3 for 4.
And now Jose Ramirez.
How that slider
That
off.
First offering is fouled off.
Would like to find a way to open this up again.
Nobody out.
Oh yeah, it's so irritating. 0-1. This.
Down the
Ripped.
right field line. That's
Juan
a base
will
hit.
score.
Coming home. He'll score easily. It's an
11-6.
RBI single, and
Like
the
I said,
lead is
I
up to
wanted
5.
to open this up a bit more.
That's a good sound coming off the bat.
Good job
man.
by
And as
J.
you
Ram.
connected out front and ripped it into the outfield,
Won't sign with the Angels just because of that.
just don't even
Fair-
feel
yeah.
the ball hit the barrel.
Now,
That's
now
a
Los,
pure
3 for
stroke.
4.
And now it's going to be Carlos Santana.
Make it 4 for 5. Everything going to Mike Trout. He's
Lead runner
been
holds up.
busy.
They're at first and second with nobody out. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or two behind.
And at what point? And there it is, Silseth
Baseball tells me that
getting
he's
yanked.
seeing it like a beach ball.
Washington
Manager
coming
out of
out.
the dugout, and he's going to make a change.
Doesn't want this to get any
Silseth
worse.
Is done, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this.
Now pitching for
So the
Angels.
Angels turn to their bullpen for a new pitcher.
It's Hans Kraus. We've seen him once this year.
Big deficit on the scoreboard. He almost has to just put
Oh
that
God,
in
yeah,
his
you
mind.
avoid the stupid
Every
strikeout.
outing matters for relievers and their numbers.
It's just been so
I think it's tough to
irritating.
get up for this type of appearance the same
Now
way you
Lane
would
Thomas.
in the
He
postseason.
started the scoring back in the
and
first.
second, no outs. Thomas will hit
The home
next.
run. Foul that
Swinging a
off.
Foul back. That's out of play.
He's 2 for 8 this series with the home run and the single today. Oh, 1.
And that's it.
Good
for-
pitch.
And it's 0-2.
Well, that's
You
really
can, there it is. You can't hear it. You can barely hear it over the crowd noise.
consistently. It's going to be real tough for hitters to score.
0-2.
That's what you love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
This
Fights that
foul.
one away, and the count remains 0-2.
Yep. Yep. 0-2. Fourth pitch from Kraus. Fair. I mean, that's fair.
First and second, no outs.
Kraus,
And the
4
top
pitch
half of
pitcher,
inning
sinker,
number 7.
slider, circle change, 4-seamer. Another guy that doesn't really blow you away with speed, but that pitch in the dirt, 1 and 2.
strikes. Two balls.
In the
And
dirt,
we are going to advance the runners.
Safe, and it's second and third
Yeah, it's
with
it's bad here at
nobody out.
Angels Field,
Both runners
Angel
move up
Stadium.
2 in scoring position now.
Another wild
And that takes
pitch
away
and
the double play.
2 in scoring position.
This inning as it is, and that wild pitch is going to make things
2-2.
even tougher. 2 men in the scoring position now.
3
Still with nobody
and
out, so
2.
this really becomes a
Manzo
strikeout
due up. He's
situation on the
batting
mound.
2
Kyle
hundo with
Manzardo
runners
again for
in,
the
but
Guardians. Good
two
battle
two-run
here.
home or
About
2
to be the
1-run
eighth
shots
pitch
today.
of the at-bat.
8th pitch of this AB.
That's a good at bat right there. He was
Ball
down
full.
early
Oh my
in that
God.
plate appearance, works the walk.
I mean, that should not have been a walk. That should have been a strikeout right there. Now it's Manzardo.
Very gritty.
And here's the first baseman, Kyle Manzardo. He's got a couple homers already.
Home run
so
in the
could he
first.
possibly
Home
do it
run
again?
in the
Oh, man, of course he can. Those two he hit were legit.
6th.
And he looks pretty locked in right now at the dig.
Nobody out. Big moment for Manzo.
Tapped at the plate,
Up
but
that
it's a
foul.
ball.
That foul went a long way. We have left 8 on base, by the way.
Mindset is just try to get outs, one hitter at a time.
This
Ground ball
gonna be a base hit.
through the infield. One runs in.
Yeah, weird. I don't know where you got Edison Field from, but
Third, and they'll be loaded again.
it might. It was it at one point Edison Field.
Important at bat in this game, so
As good job by Manzo to get this back to a 6-run game.
than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play.
And now,
Bat right there. Nice job of staying back.
Noel 4 for 4.
Bases loaded, nobody out. Now it's the right fielder, John Kenzie Noel.
I mean, yes. So there you go. Oh, 1-0. I wanted that. 1-1.
High fastballs. This is a good
As John Kenzie Noel, by the way, started the day with an average of 0.77. He's now up to higher than that. 294. He fouls this off. I don't think it is anymore. I could be wrong.
Bases juiced, no outs. And he asks for time now. Chance to take a breath with the bases loaded.
1-2, bases loaded.
Knocks
Tap
that
that
one
foul.
away, and we'll do it again. That's down and in.
2-2. Just getting so painful hearing that.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Just indecisive in that at bat. He couldn't commit to the slider. Tried to sit in between. Just not able to put the bat on the ball.
As Noel finally gets sat down. You want to
So in now for Cleveland.
Now
Gabriel
Arias.
Arias. Ball one. No
0-1. I don't think there's anything against it. I would love to get at least one more run here. Krause already starting to get low on energy. Arias, base hit. This will at least score 2.
Run is in. Throw into third.
Throw into third is going to be in time. We're going to get one out, but 2 runs score.
Well, it's always a risk when you're pushing for third like that. A bang-bang play. Had a chance to make it. Maybe a little better slide.
Good
around
throw
the
by
tag,
Ward, but
nice job by the defense to cut off that runner.
gonna need some big old NASCAR style earmuffs.
Austin Hedges.
Now Austin Hedges looking for his first hit of the day.
Squirts away a little bit.
0-1's the count.
Hoppy's able to get that and
Arias.
chase Arias back to first. 0-1. Only for the Angels. Oh God, good slider from Krause.
Nasty sliders to get this hitter into an 0-2.
I don't mind being down 0-2 because they do play a different sound.
Zone and spit on anything that's down.
As Hedges flies it out to Ward.
And
As that will take us to stretch time, we put
So it's
4 up.
runs, 5 hits, no errors, and 1
24
left.
hits.
7th inning stretch time. The Guardians lead this one 14-6.
As I mean, we got to Hendricks early. They kept Anderson in despite the fact Anderson was getting bludgeoned. And then that's a thing. There's the Angels schedule. Ours, we have a day off tomorrow. And then our home opener, first home game of the year, against the White Sox on Tuesday. Now Rengifo, Shenwell, Trout due up here, home after the 7th.
Downstairs.
And
Ball one.
ball 1.
A swing and a miss.
Swing and a miss.
Strike one.
Would like to let Junis go a little bit if we can.
Tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Out.
Out there to
Lane
center.
Thomas not moving on that quite yet, and base hit for
And a good
Rengifo.
start to the inning.
It'll be depending on what happens here this inning,
I
though.
can see already his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time.
Fouled off.
And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And
That
even
hit
when you don't
hard,
get it
but-
great, it's still hit
Wow.
hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
Breaking ball. in
Strikeout.
there, got him looking.
Chanwell
Five
sat down.
strikeouts for him on the mound.
Big, just to not let Chanwell get on base, and now
With
Mike
the
Trout
contact in today's game.
had the grand slam to make it a
So he delivers average,
3-run
but
game
now
at one
bases
point.
slugging too.
But
Early in the count, you have to be real careful because of that power. But then if this hitter gets a strike or two on him, he's still
2-0.
very comfortable. And because he has the ability to get the barrel to the baseball, he's a threat deep into the count as well.
that's fouled off back. 2-1.
Grounder might be two.
Rocchio makes
Puts it
one,
to second
and
inside.
we get the double play out of
And
the
that'll
inning.
do it for the inning. This one pretty
What a
well
little flip
decided
by
at this point.
Rocchio.
We look ahead to inning number 8. Guardians on top, 14-6.
Good little long flip, too. Able to get the double play and get us to the 8th.
We're the
Now
top
it's
of the
Rocchio.
8th. Stepping up for the Guardians, Brian Rocchio.
6 outs left for the Angels to make up 8 runs.
Kraus back to work.
House back to work and one right back at his face. He got out of the
The
way.
board on the leadoff single.
Now batting, left fielder, Steven
Now
Next
Stephen
for
Kwan.
Cleveland, Stephen Kwan.
He's 2 for 5. This
Line
hit
base
line
hit.
drops in.
Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out. Jose Ramirez digs in for the
As it's
Guardians.
just not been a day for the Angels staff.
Ball one in the dirt, but kept close. To third, tag.
Good play by O'Hoppe.
Well, you want to see guys aggressive out there on the base paths, but you also want to see them smart as well in making their
Good play
decisions
by
out
O'Hoppe
there.
to get the out.
Couldn't
I thought
tell
that was
how
going to
far away that ball was, so
squirt away
it's
further than it did,
down,
and
gets
it
caught
did not.
stealing there, takes himself out of scoring position.
Kwan over at second, one down.
1-1. 1 away. And Kwan on second. That misses.
2-1.
28,000 here in attendance to see a shit ton of runs scored.
In and get outs. So far, not getting what he was hoping for.
Man at second.
And oh my,
First.
what a play by Shanwell.
Great hustle to get back.
He put a really good swing on that pitch and hit the ball hard. You know, line drives won't always find a hole, but the more you can hit the ball like that with good exit.
I'm
speed,
pretty
the
sure that was a
better off
perfect
you're gonna be
timing
in the long
swing
run.
that ended in a line out.
Stepping in.
It
Carlos
was a
Santana.
perfect swing that ended in a line out. And we're going to
And
pop
that
this
is
one up,
lifted in the
and
air.
that's going to end the 8th harmlessly.
Moniak makes the grab, and that'll do it.
Belair, O'Hoppe, Moncada.
Back here at Angel Stadium, bottom of the inning. So now the Angel cleanup hitter, Jorge Soler.
Soler.
Strike one.
Strike 1. One of the rare. Oh my.
That's fouled off.
One of the really rare times we went 2 pitches without hearing it. 0-2. Fouled
ball, it
off
stays
into the
0-2.
Guardians dugout, and 0-2. Did the PA announcer just go home mercifully?
He goes
Strike
down
three.
looking.
Now batting,
So digging in, Logan.
No Hoppy. Fouled
And
off.
first offering is fouled off.
Oh God.
One down, base.
0-1, one away.
Yeah,
Here in the
foul
home
ball.
half of the 8th, and can't use what she said. We went a little while without it, and now Hoppy down 0-2. Get the bleep button ready, and that's gonna be a base hit. Ends this inning.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. Nice line
Now
drive.
Junior's getting tired, meaning we're gonna have to
But just stay
see
through
somebody in the
nice
ninth. I
enough
want
and
to
rip
get
it into the outfield.
Junior's
Moncada
through here.
stands in now and watches strike one.
Strike one. One away.
Misses off the plate.
Misses.
Count
Ball
even
one.
1-1. Squirts away a little.
Hedges, throw. Not gonna be in time, and 2 strikes.
Really good read by the runner there. His secondary lead, he anticipates
Wild
the
pitch, and-
trajectory going down and gets a really nice jump up to second base. Now he's in scoring position.
I
He's
misses
taking
2-2.
a play opportunity.
Runner at second here, one gone. And
3-2.
just
I need to get
misses.
Moncada out.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
To the right side.
Manzo makes a play. He's gonna win the race and step on 2 away. Good play by Manzo. Stole a hit from Yohan
That's a
Moncada.
great diving stop to keep the ball on the infield. Then he's able to get up and get an out. He also keeps that runner from advancing any further. If that ball gets through, the complexion of this inning could be drastically different.
And next for LA, Taylor Ward.
Now Taylor Ward.
There's
Folks at strike 1.
Late
Strike
swing
2 to
there.
Ward, and
0-2.
Hit on the
grounded.
ground to short.
Rocchio. Make throw.
And no throw for some reason as he reaches first.
Rocchio never made a throw, and that's gonna be
To score.
called an error.
Man at first. Now, Mickey Moniak. Check swing, called strike.
Called strike.
Ward off of first with 2 away. Next offer.
Called strike again.
Strike.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the
Manzo
edge.
gonna step on the bag here, and Angels get one back.
And that'll do it. 1 run, 1 hit, 1 error, and 1 left. Through 8 full.
Thomas, Manzo, Noel.
14-7.
All due up.
now pitching for
We're back.
Garrett
It's the top of the
McDaniels.
ninth, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, number 57.
For as much as this dude has warmed up, this is the first this series. This dude has been in the bullpen every game this series, and this is the first time we're seeing him. I can't believe I'm going to warm up Tristan McKenzie for the 9th, just in case.
That
Thomas.
one is absolutely belched.
Going to be a base hit. High bounce over that very low wall, automatic double.
Well, that's how you respond. Leadoff man comes up, gets into scoring position. Now, there are several ways that they can get this run across.
That wall has
Next, Kyle Mansardo.
bit the Angels. Those low walls in the corner, the corners of the
Swinging a foul straight back.
outfield corners there have bit the Angels now a handful of times this series. 0-1. None away here.
Second.
That's a foul off.
Fouled off.
Especially with Lane Thomas. Yes, Austin Hedges.
Foul ball left side. He'll see another. No outs. Runner on second.
As this will also be a base hit.
Coming home.
And Thomas gonna
He'll
score.
And it's an RBI
Could've thought- yeah.
single, and it's an 8-run lead.
I didn't know how I wanted to word it properly, but yeah.
Jhonkensy Noel.
Now Jhonkensy Noel.
For the Guardians.
Foul that
First
off.
offering is fouled
None
off.
away here. Stop. They're already. I need as many runs as possible for Tristan McKenzie.
And that one missing inside a sharp slider. One on, nobody out, a run in here at the top of the ninth.
I'm about to start bunting just so I can get out of here so I don't
Hit
hear
on the ground by
Deo
Garcia.
anymore. Double
There's
play.
one. He's out. Relay to first.
Mercifully.
Double play.
They made that double
Means
play look
we're
so easy,
a
but
couple
it was
outs
far
away.
from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Gabriel Arias digs in for the Guardians.
Now Arias. You know what? Try and hit well. We're not hitting a home run with Arias as Mike Trout's going to get this.
And makes the play, and that's out number 3. So it's 1 run, 2 hits, no errors, and no one left.
Neto, Rengifo, Chanuel, the final 3.
Bottom of the ninth.
Final hope
Guardians
for
lead
now.
15-7.
I don't like the heavy.
And welcome back to the ball.
Let's get Tristan McKenzie in.
New pitcher on now, Tristan McKenzie.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes.
Strike one is Zach Neto.
Swings through
Thank God he swung at that.
front that
No
time.
balls, 2 strikes.
0-2. Popped up.
And a
Manzo
pop-off, right side,
underneath.
foul territory. Manzo
Out number 1.
makes the grab. And a quick out number 1. Here's the second baseman, Luis Rengifo.
Now Rengifo. No, I've never.
He was late there, strike 1.
Threw that fastball right
0-1.
by him, slightly
0-1.
elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out
God.
there on the mound.
Make it
See if he
stop.
continues to climb the ladder.
Rolled over to third, and it goes just
Foul ball. 0-2. Rengifo looks at ball 1. Please,
1 ball, 2 strikes.
just swing.
Foul ball
Fouled
still
off into the
1-2
Angels'
count.
dugout.
Base is empty, 1 away. We're in the last half of the
1-2.
ninth inning. In the dirt, and the count is
Swing,
2-2.
please.
Swings
Thank you.
through it for the K.
2 outs.
Angels with only 1 out left.
Oh, nothing too fancy
Nolan
on the strikeout
Chanuel,
pitch right there. Just a low
a
down
final hope
fastball.
for
I'm not sure
the
he tried to
Angels.
challenge him, but that's pretty much what happened. Very hittable location, but he found a way to just get it by him.
Chanuel.
Strike
in the
1.
box now, no balls and a strike. Inside,
Angels
Angels
route.
got him.
I know where you live. I will come turn your hot water off. If I have to be here more to hear Deo more, fouled off 1 and 2.
Fouled off.
The Los Angeles Angels of Deo
This
are
could
down
end
to their final strike. Dicks.
Really great change of speeds. He goes off the off speed to the fastball.
Once again, the Los Angeles Angels of Deo are down to the final strike.
Fouls it off, still
Huck.
1 and 2. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the last half of inning number 9. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
I'm not allowed to leave. Thank God.
Damn, and that's the ball game.
It's over.
9 wins in a row. It's such a good feeling right now with this club. that
It's over.
Wants to be the player that causes the team to lose. In fact, they're looking at ways each player. Every
I
day
don't
they
have to
the
come back to
ballpark.
Angels
How can I help us
Stadium
win today? And this is a great
ever
feeling. It's like
again
being in
now.
the playoffs when individual statistics don't
Jacob
matter.
Junis
It's
is going to
all
be the
about
one who
team
gets the win.
15-7
Luis Ortiz
at the
does
end of
not
this one.
get
And
the
Roach
decision.
picks up the win
Kyle
and
Hendricks
picks up a sweep. For Chris
loses.
Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB
We get the
Show,
sweep.
I'm John Shambi.
We did something the Guardians couldn't do in real life. Mercifully, the phrase Deo is gone. I'm going to be hearing it in my sleep. Well, I think it's pretty easy. I have a 4-game. Oh no. Well, the camera glitch is happening again. There's one. Oh. Wrong team. And Mike Trout. Ah, thank God that's over. I should not have to hear Deo every pitch. Ever again. We sweep the Angels in fairly dominating fashion. We move on to our day off. You'll be seeing the White Sox. Good news, there's not a player on the roster today that was there during that. We move on to the White Sox on Tuesday. We will have Logan Allen on the mound. That's not necessarily a good thing against Martin Perez. Thankfully, it's the White Sox. They're 5-4. We stand atop the AL Comedy Central alone. The Twins, ha ha ha, ha ha, ha 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 ha, the Twins. Tigers are down there at 3-7. Royals are at 4-6, and the White Sox, unrealistically, possibly more unrealistic than the Cleveland Guardians being 9-0. Are 5-4. Let's save. Get out of here. I don't know what sliders I have to save because I haven't changed sliders at all this year. But now, I know what you're talking about. Now, that's going to do it for Guardians for the day. We'll be back on Tuesday for our home opener.